The red beam, a silent force of nature, tore through the landscape. Not a weapon of malice, but an uncontrollable manifestation of a man's very being. Scott Summers, Cyclops, the unwavering leader of the X-Men, stood on the precipice of another impossible decision. His hand, gloved and steady, hovered over his visor's controls, ready to unleash the devastating power that both defined and tormented him. He wasn't aiming at a villain this time, not a sentinel, but at the remnants of a world that had, once again, been broken, and needed him to be the one to pick up the pieces, no matter the cost to his own soul. It's a scene he knows all too well, etched into the very core of his existence. The burden of immense power, the weight of a world on his shoulders, and the ever-present shadow of loss. Scott Summers' story is, at its heart, a profound tragedy. From the very beginning, fate dealt him a cruel hand. A childhood accident, a devastating plane crash, left him orphaned and with a power he could not control. His optic blasts, a constant, searing reminder of that trauma, required him to live behind ruby quartz, forever separated from the world by a veil. He was a boy defined by isolation, a walking danger to everyone around him, until Charles Xavier offered him a home, a purpose, and a family among the nascent X-Men. Under Xavier's tutelage, Scott found a direction, channeling his destructive energy into a force for good. He became Cyclops, the strategic mind, the first among equals. But even as he embraced his heroic destiny, the specter of loss lingered. His first and perhaps greatest love was Jean Grey. Their bond was legendary, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos of mutantkind struggle. Yet time and again, fate conspired to tear them apart. Jean's transformations into the Phoenix, her multiple deaths, her resurrections, each event left Scott shattered, only to be forced to rebuild himself, to carry on, to lead. How many times can a man bury the love of his life before his spirit begins to truly fray? For Scott, it was a repeated cycle of heartbreak, an emotional scar tissue that only grew thicker with each devastating farewell. Each time, he carried that grief, not as a weight that slowed him, but as a crucible that hardened his resolve, refining his purpose. His journey as a leader has been equally fraught with impossible choices. He inherited Xavier's dream, but often found himself in situations where that dream felt naive, fragile. He had to be the one to make the calls no one else dared, to sacrifice the few for the many, to shoulder the blame and the hatred from both humans and mutants. He was the one who sent his friends into battles from which they might not return, the one who bore the responsibility for their losses. We've seen him reviled, outcast, even deemed a villain by some. Yet his unwavering commitment to his people, to the survival of mutantkind, never faltered. He embraced the harsh realities, becoming a more pragmatic, sometimes ruthless leader, not out of malice, but out of a desperate, profound love for his beleaguered people. He understood that sometimes, to save everything, you had to be willing to lose something of yourself. What truly defines Scott Summers, however, is not just the tragedy, but the immense, undeniable resilience forged within it. He has been broken down time and time again, his body ravaged, his mind tormented, his heart shattered. Yet he always gets back up. He has been to hell and back, faced down cosmic entities, genocidal bigots, and even his closest friends. But he has never given up on his people, on the dream that he swore to protect. His story is a testament to an indomitable spirit, a refusal to be extinguished by the fires of adversity. He is a man who, despite his flaws, his stern demeanor, and his often questionable methods, stands as a noble leader, a figure who embodies the X-Men's enduring fight. Scott Summers is a tragic hero in the truest sense, a man burdened by an uncontrollable power and an endless string of losses, yet who channels his grief into an unwavering resolve to protect those he cares about. He is the steadfast sentinel, forever vigilant, forever leading, forever fighting. He is the living embodiment of the X-Men spirit, forged by pain, unbroken by despair, and eternally committed to a brighter future. Thank you for joining me on this reflection into the complex world of Scott Summers. What are your thoughts on his journey? Do you see him as a tragic figure, or is his resilience what truly stands out? Share your perspectives in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this discussion, please consider subscribing for more stories and insights into the fascinating characters that shape our favorite narratives.